Panels, like the one you see here behind me, is the necessary evil of the IKEA kitchen installation. They can be a bit tricky to put on depending on the panel and depending on the situation. One of the situations I'm thinking about is when the cabinet is not sitting flat onto the wall, and that is often the case because the wall is not plumb. And how I deal with that specific issue is the topic of this video. Before we start talking about the problems we sometimes are facing when we are installing panels on the IKEA kitchen cabinets, I just want to take a short moment to clarify with you what I mean when I talk about panels. As you will see on this cabinet, there is a panel mounted to the side of the cabinet, and that panel will match the front of the doors or the drawers on the cabinet. And that's because IKEA cabinet boxes either come in brown or white, and if you have a gray kitchen or a off-white kitchen, you want to make sure that the side of the cabinet where it's visible will match the front of the cabinet. With that established, let me tell you about what the problem is. In this picture, you will see that where I have put the arrow that the panel is sitting really nice and tight to the wall, but the problem is that quite often the wall is not plumb, and that means if the panel is just added to the cabinet, it will either be sticking out too much at the front or there will be a gap at the back. And of course, we would like to avoid this. The problem is relatively easy to fix if the panel is sticking out, because then you can just trim the back of the panel to follow the wall, and that's not too difficult. But the real problem is if the cabinet is too far from the wall, because then the panel is not wide enough to cover the full depth of the panel. As you can see in this picture, the cabinet is sitting at a bigger distance from the wall than normal, and that is because the wall is not only not plumb, but in this specific case, this wall cabinet is shimmed out at the top as well as at the bottom, as you can see in these two pictures. So how do we deal with this? Well, you normally have one out of three options. If it's just a tiny gap, you can always use some caulk, and I did not put that on the list because that is quite obvious. If you have a big gap, when you got more than 1/8 of an inch, I would say, then I would consider either using a panel one size bigger, and maybe that's not even possible unless you will go to IKEA and pick one up, because when you create the layout plan, you don't take into considerations that your walls are how they are, and that means you may not have that panel at hand at all. So the second option, where you can cut a filler and add to that gap at the back, that is the one I have used the most when I have too big a gap to fill. So that's what I'm going to show you here. So here it is again, our wall cabinet with too big a gap at the back. And what you do is you attach your panel, and you put your panel not towards the wall, but you let the panel protrude 5/8 of an inch at the front, standard measurement. And as you can see here, just an extra little tip is that I use my pencil, where I have a piece of masking tape 5/8 from the end of the pencil. And that makes it very easy just to measure 5/8 at the top and 5/8 of an inch at the bottom, and then put the panel in position. And then what I do now is I measure from the panel to the wall. And if you're lucky, the wall is plumb and you have the same distance at the top and at the bottom. But if not, then you'll have to measure a few points down the line and then cut a filler of the same material as the panel, which you then can attach to the panel. You just don't fill it in there and add glue. No, you take the panel down and then you use a few nails to attach that piece of filler to the back of the panel. And when that is done and it's sitting securely, you can put both of them together up where they belong, and now you will have a panel that will have a seam right there at the back, but it's really not noticeable, and it's a much better solution than trying to fill up half an inch with caulk or quarter round or whatever I've seen people use. So try this, it will look nice, and it's fairly easy to do.